Hello again, Dr. Mike Olpin here. I'm happy to be with you again for this next session. And today, in this session, we're going to be talking about stress prevention. It seems to me that it's good to turn off the stress when you are stressed, but it seems smarter to never get stressed in the first place. And some people think, oh, that's not possible in our culture, but if we took good notes in the last session, we'll realize that we did it to ourselves. If we did it to ourselves, we can also undo it. And we can also prevent it. And so that's what we're going to play with in this session. And so really, in any situation in which we find ourselves, we can immediately ask ourselves 3 questions. And if you answer those 3 questions correctly, it will absolutely prevent the threat thought, which is, remember, that's the cause of all of our stress, is the threat thought. And so we're trying to create the cognitive, the thinking that does not include the threat thought. And so how can we do that? 3 questions. The first question that we can ask in any situation and any part of our day, we can ask ourselves the first question, am I in danger? Now you might think, well, of course I'm in danger because I'm missing this deadline. Well, the truth of it is, remember, the stress response is just designed for physical danger. It's designed to help us get away from the bear. That's the only reason. And so, if we accurately answer it, we rarely, if ever, are in legitimately dangerous situations. You might find yourself being chased by a mugger. Okay, that's a dangerous situation. You might be mountain climbing and find yourself sliding down the hill. Yeah, that's a dangerous situation. But the test that you're taking, the deadline, the waiting for your partner to get ready so that you can go to to dinner and he or she is taking too long or whatever. There's nothing dangerous about those. And so if we ask ourselves accurately, am I in danger here? The answer is no. The second question that we can ask ourselves is, can I handle this? And what that means is, can I handle this without having that danger happen to me? In other words, can I not experience pain very likely, or will I not experience pain or death very likely in this situation? And there's one place we can immediately look that will tell us the correct answer, and that is our past experience. If we've been through all kinds of jobs, or if we've been through all kinds of job interviews, or if we've met really important people that made us nervous, and we've made it through safely without any pain, if you think about the number one social fear in this country is public speaking. I don't know about you, but I have never seen anyone die or have physical pain happen to them while they're speaking in front of a group of people. So we look at our past, and our past says, no, I've never had anything that has caused me pain in anything similar to this. This will probably be the same. And so we ask, the answer to that is, can I handle this? Of course I can. And as soon as we say that, no threat thought. The third, and probably the most powerful question we can ask ourselves in any situation that will help us prevent the threat thought from happening is, can I think about this differently? Remember, the threat thought is the thought, uh-oh, bad things are going to happen, or bad things happened, and we dwell on those. But we do have a choice. We do have the ability to, as many experts have written and talked about, we have a stimulus and a response, and we have a space in between there, which we wrote about in the book on wine called The Gap, that says you can put anything in there that you want. Let me just give you a quick example. And there are thousands and thousands of examples that we could look at, but this one particular one was so obvious, or it just clarified for me how powerfully and how immediate we can change that threat thought to something else. My daughter was playing in a soccer match one day in a nearby town, and everyone was all ready for the match to begin, but the refs were late. They didn't show up. One of the refs, the main ref, didn't show up for the game. And everyone was getting really upset, especially the parents, because they had a big Saturday. It was, a typically busy Saturday for all the parents. And so as the time went on, the parents kept getting more and more angry. And finally, because they were upset at this ref who wasn't showing up, that he was disrupting their day. And finally, one of the other refs got a phone call, and all the parents were tuned in, like, man, if that's that ref, he's dead. We're going to make mincemeat out of this guy because he's ruining our day. And so the other ref is listening to the phone call, and you see him communicating with the guy, and then he comes over and he stands in front of all the parents, and his comment to them was, that was the other ref. He wanted to apologize for being late. The reason why he was late is because his son was in a horrible accident in a nearby town, and he had to take care of those affairs. He was still going to get there as fast as he could, but there were it was a pretty bad accident. How do you think everyone in the stands changed their thoughts? It was the most amazing thing I've ever seen, where instantaneously to a person, everyone went from anger and, we're going to tear this guy limb from limb, to, oh my gosh, what can we do to help? Let him stay. I'll ref. We'll go out there and, it doesn't matter. It's not a big deal. What they did in that instant is they thought about it differently, and as a result, they immediately turned off the stress response and turned it into a love response, and a caring response, a compassion response. We have that ability to do that every single moment of our day. We can be angry or we can be peaceful. We can be upset or we can be forgiving. We can be resisting or we can be grateful. And we have that choice every moment of our day. So the essential oil that we recommend that goes along with what we're speaking about here would be serenity. And probably the best place to put that would be put it right on your heart, or rub it in your hands and take it in aromatically. So the challenge that we offer in this particular session would be to ask yourself in any situation. First question, am I in danger? Second question, can I handle this? And the third question, can I think about this differently? Every time you notice a possible threat thought popping in there, ask yourself all three of those questions and watch what happens.